Thank you very much.
I was always fascinated by the endings of movies. And I don't mean the last scene, plot twists, cliffhangers or resolutions. I'm talking about the last shot of the entire film. It's one of the most important decisions of the filmmaker, to choose a shot that closes the story and leaves a mark on the audience. So, what are the most iconic, brilliant or surprising final shots in cinema history? And what are the most common approaches by filmmakers? While I won't go into story details for any of the films and I try to avoid movies that have plot twists in their last shot, if you want to make sure you're safe, here's a list of films that will be discussed or shown to varying degrees. The aerial shot or extreme wide shots have been used for a long time, and they are probably among the most common types of closing shots. They are used for all genres, but it's the easiest to find them in family movies or comedies. If you watched any Adam Sandler movies in your life, you probably saw this. It distances you from the characters and the rest of their story, signaling that everything is resolved. While most of the time it's bland, there are examples of great aerial final shots. A big strength of these closing wide shots is that they can reveal something in the distance as a twist that puts the whole movie into a different perspective. The best closing wide shot is probably from The Thing, which has an open ending, and this shot leaves the audience with a lot of questions.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
The opposite of this are close-ups, where we stay with the character until the end and the actor's performance can really decide how we feel at the last moment of the movie. These are some of the most powerful ones, because they usually reflect a strong emotion or sometimes even a big shift in the character's motives or state of being. It can also reveal new information or signal what's to come in their life. It can mean resolution, concern or regret, freedom, or whatever this is. Perhaps an even more powerful type of close-up is when the character looks straight into the camera. Most of the time, breaking the fourth wall is not introduced throughout these films. It only happens in the final moments, so it shocks the audience and makes them question the character's motive. Something like this was used as early as 1903 in The Great Train Robbery, which was even replicated in Goodfellas. There are several great examples of this, each having their own unique meaning or theories around it. Some are bone-chilling, others signal hope, or make us think for a long time after a movie. The best one of this in all of cinema history is from Memories of Murder. The detective's look is not simply one of regret to the victims and the audience, it's a look that tells us anyone can be the killer. In turn, he could be watching now, facing off with the detective. Another type of this is when we see the point of view of a character. This can include a meaningful look into the camera, a last gag, or we can also just leave the film together with the protagonist. A similarly ambiguous and very cinematic type can be where the character walks off into the distance. It's not linked to any genre and it's similar to the aerial shots, but here it's not us who leave the story and the characters, it's the character who leaves the audience. Another variation of this is when the character is walking toward the camera. Some of the most dramatic final moments of film come from this. We see broken men who committed crimes and mistakes and they are ready to face their uncertain future. There are unique ones we all remember. Ones where the filmmakers end on something symbolic, igniting discussions about it for a long time. Ones that make us laugh, give us goosebumps, and don't forget about the triumphant ones, which give the viewers hope and satisfaction. There are good ones in mediocre movies and mediocre ones in good movies. Outside of their meaning and angle, it's important to note the beauty of these shots. Ending a movie on a meaningful but also brilliantly shot frame can make it even more memorable. Every movie has an ending, and how much impact the closing moments mean can change the way we feel when the credits are rolling. So next time you're watching a film, keep your eyes peeled until the very last frame.